Gentlemen, is there anything worse than when you meet somebody new, they tell you their name, 2 seconds later, you've got no idea who you're talking to? And the worst is when you meet somebody, they tell you their name, you don't remember theirs, they remember yours though, and you keep seeing them. And they're like, hey, Alpha, great to see you. And you're like, yo, buddy, what's happening, brother? Great to see you, amigo. This goes on for a while, and then it always, inevitably happens. You're with a buddy that you actually know their name, and you run into this person. And you know how incredibly rude and awkward it is for you not to introduce your friend Brian to old what's his name. It is terrible. This used to happen to me all the time until I actually learned some tricks to remember everybody's name the first time. So today I'm going to teach you the 3 tricks that I use to remember people's names every time, because honestly, I used to be terrible with names. I could remember faces all day long, but names, I sucked at remembering names. Terrible at it. But it wasn't that I was dumb, and it's not that I have a bad memory. It's actually that I didn't prioritize or make it important to remember people's names. Now, in a second, I'm going to teach you 3 recall tricks that I use. But before you can use them and for them to actually work, you need to take care of the first 3 steps when meeting somebody new. The first step when you meet somebody new, you've got to be motivated to want to actually remember their name, because if you don't, if you're just shaking their hand and being like, whatever, and it's not a priority, doesn't matter what you know, what tip, what trick, you'll never remember their name. Second step is to actually focus on the person you're talking to. If you're daydreaming about that sassy senorita Rita in accounting, you're never going to remember that you were just introduced to Bruce. And the third step is to actually repeat their name back to them when you meet them. It's very nice to meet you, Bruce. Bruce, your hands are like butter. So you meet somebody new, you go through the first 3 steps first. You make it a priority that you're going to remember them. You focus on them when you're talking to them, and then you repeat their name back to them once they introduce themselves. Now it's time to lock that bad boy down. Our brains, for whatever reason, have a much easier time recalling pictures or images than they do names. And so it's incredibly important when you're looking to remember a name to anchor it to a picture. Bringing us to never forgetting a name, trick number 1, which is tying that person's name to somebody you already know with that same name. This is the trick that I use, and it works like a freaking charm. When I meet somebody and they tell me their name, I repeat it back to them saying, nice to meet you, Bruce. But then what I do is I automatically think of somebody else that I know or a celebrity with the name Bruce. So if I was meeting somebody and the name was Bruce, I automatically think Bruce, Bruce, Bruce. Who do I know? Bruce Jenner. I picture Bruce Jenner's face. Old Bruce or new Bruce, it's up to you. Whatever. But the fact is, then when I see this person, I think, Bruce Jenner. And I automatically think, oh, his name is Bruce. Nice to meet you. Or see you again, Bruce. Bang! Locked in. Locked in! I'm telling you, it works like a freaking charm. Trick number 2, if that one is in your speed, you can associate a dominant feature with their name. Everybody has something about their facial features or structure that's unique to them, or that sort of sticks out and is dominant. So if Bruce has a big nose, I might think, oh, big nose Bruce. Big nose Bruce, big nose Bruce. Say that 5 times fast. And so you sort of repeat it, you think about it, when you see him, you notice, oh, he's got a big nose Bruce. Another great example, if you meet me, you're like, yo, Alpha, how am I going to remember Alpha? He's got pointy ears. Pointy ears Alpha. Boom! It's all about that connection, anchoring their name to something else about them. Now, in trick number 3, and the third one that we're going to talk about, you're anchoring their name to some other random image. You associate somebody's name to a specific image or something you can remember. So if you see Tom and you're like, wow, Tom is incredibly manly. Manly, manly. What can I think that rhymes with manly? Hanley. Now, every time you see Tom, you're like, oh, he's incredibly manly, Tiege Hanley. You visualize your Tiege Hanley skincare system next to your sink. Seriously, have you ever seen a better looking men's skincare system in your life? The answer is no. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, yo, Alpha, how am I going to remember anybody's name if I don't have a Tiege Hanley system sitting by my sink? There's a link down below to Tiege.com. There you're going to go, you're going to peruse the 3 different skincare systems that we offer. Level 1, level 2, level 3. You're going to pick the You better run. Tiege Hanley, we make it so incredibly simple. Why is it simple? Why did we take all the guesswork out of looking amazing forever with a simplified skincare system? Bang! In each kit, you're gonna get this sweet piece. It's a card. It says hello, it says thank you, it says we love you. On the other side, we show you what products to use in what order. We take all the guesswork. Not only that, we show you how much to use. Are you kidding me? Why is it so simple, Alpha? Because you got more important things to remember than how to use skincare, right? You got to remember old what's-his-face's name, aka your boss, so that you don't get fired. Gentlemen, there's a link down below to Tiege.com. Go get handsome today, and remember what's-his-name's name tomorrow. It's all about association. So next time you meet somebody and she's like, yo, my name's Janice, you're like, what's up, Janice? Great to meet you. And you think to yourself, man, Janice, I don't know any other Janices, but Janice, she's got amazing skin. So you think amazing skin. Janice, what has amazing skin? I do, because I use Tiege Hanley. This is totally flawed. Don't use Tiege Hanley to remember names. Use it to help yourself stay handsome and amazing looking forever. Remembering somebody's name. For me, honestly, I've tried a lot of different methods because I realized about 2 years ago that in terms of social skills, if you can master the ability to recall people's names, you're like on a whole different level. Remember, name recall and recognition is a skill that you can develop. You've got to practice though. So starting today, I highly recommend, and I'm not perfect. I still am terrible. If I'm thinking about something else or daydreaming or in my mind and I meet somebody and they tell me their name, if I don't go through the steps, I will never remember their name unless their name is Tiege Hanley. And while I'm at it, I might as well tell you about the Tiege Hanley YouTube channel that is linked down in the description. It is a vlog. From day one or week one, I have been vlogging the process of starting this business and building the brand Tiege Hanley. If you guys are not following it and you want to hear more of me, not jumping around and acting like a moron, that channel is linked down below. Each week I post about a 15 to 20 minute vlog talking about things about business. It's a business vlog, and it's pretty awesome. I love doing it, and it's just a great place to learn, to ask questions, and to be part of the Tiege Hanley community. So guys, thanks a ton. I'll see you there, and I definitely will remember your name because one of those tricks I talked about. Who am I kidding? I won't.